August is traditionally the last hurrah for the summer movie season, and there are some big releases headed to theaters, and film critic Chuck Koplinski is here to give us a preview of which ones to be on the lookout for. August. It's the month for movies.
When was the last time you went to a movie?
I saw Zola, the A24 movie.
Okay.
This month, actually.
Okay, so
but I hadn't been since March 2020, so it was just so nice to be in the theaters again.
All right. Well, there's some stuff coming out that you'll want to go to the theaters to see, because there is nothing like going to the movie theater to see that movie that's bigger than life, and also to share it with a bunch of strangers. And August has some really good stuff, or it seems to be some good stuff on the way. The first thing is The Suicide Squad, a pseudo-sequel to Suicide Squad, notice the difference there in the title, about a group of superheroes from the DC universe, or I should say supervillains, thrown together to go out on a mission in which they more than likely will get killed, but the upside is that, well, they might get some time off their sentence if they succeed and live. There you saw Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, she is back, as well as John Cena. He plays the Peacemaker, the first time we'll see him, and you're going to see Idris Elba as well. Also, did you see that shark there? Yeah, that's Killer Shark. He walks around and he eats people, and he is voiced by Sylvester Stallone. I cannot wait for this. Suicide Squad I didn't like. This one I have more hope for because the director is James Gunn, and this is the guy who made the two Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So hopefully that sense of humor is there to kind of distance this from the first one.
I could watch Margot Robbie like eat a bowl of cereal and be entertained.
Well, it looks like she was eating an apple there, so she's on the right track there.
I'm sure I'd enjoy that one. Okay, next we have Respect, which I haven't heard of.
Well, you're going to hear about it now because the Oscar race is going to start in August when Respect is released. This is the biopic of Aretha Franklin. And Jennifer Hudson, already with an Oscar under her belt from Dreamgirls, she plays Aretha Franklin. And we have Audra McDonald there playing her mother. And I think in a second you're going to see Forrest Whitaker, who plays her father. This movie runs about 2.5 hours, and it is going to take us from the time in which Aretha's talent as a prodigy is first recognized, all the way up through the 60s and 70s, where she takes the world by storm with her distinctive brand of music. Those who have seen it, as I say, Oscar buzz is already starting for Jennifer Hudson. We know that she can sing. We know she has that presence from other things that she has done. And it seems to me, there she is, that this is a tailor-made role for her.
Yeah, this seems perfectly cast.
Yeah, and you know, and it has, you know, it too runs about 2.5 hours. It seems from the trailer and everything, it has that Oscar type of weight to it. So I'm really looking forward to something, you know, meaty like this, as opposed to all the popcorn movies we've been seeing.
I was not up to speed with last year's Oscar nomination, so I want to do better this year.
All right.
I have to go see Respect.
Keep it honest here.
CODA.
CODA means Child of Deaf Adults. And this movie set a record at Sundance, where it was sold to Apple TV for a record amount of any movie at Sundance. And it deals with a young woman played by Olivia Wilde, who has two deaf parents. And they run a fishing boat. She wants to do more than just be their translator, and that's how she feels. She feels as though she is the bridge for her two adults to speak with the outside world, because they refuse to do that. And she has so much more that she has to experience and explore in her life. And there you see Eugenio Derbez, the biggest actor in Mexico. He plays her music teacher and recognizes a talent in her and nurtures her along in an effort for her to leave and find her own way. I've seen this at Sundance. It is a true crowd pleaser, and I think people are going to flock to this one. CODA.
So I saw Sound of Metal recently, which used sign language in an incredible way. Does this film do that as well? Not
really. I mean, the sign language is there, obviously, but it doesn't have the narrative impact that it does, you know, obviously in Sound of Metal.
Gotcha.
But this one people are going to really like.
Okay, next up. Reminiscence.
Reminiscence. This one I don't know much about. They've been holding their cards close to their vest, Warner Brothers Pictures has. But I'm intrigued. Hugh Jackman plays a scientist, and he somehow or another has come up with a device in which he can go back in time, and there you see Rebecca Ferguson. She is definitely worth going back in time for. His lost love. And he is setting out to try and retrieve her, because somehow or another he has lost her. Again, Warner Brothers has been very tight-lipped about really what the intricacies of the plot are, but the premise is enough, and Hugh Jackman is enough to get me to take a chance on this. Reminiscence, I believe it comes out on August 13th.
Okay, and the last one? is the Prodigy?
The Protege.
The Protege.
Protege, yes. We take those French classes I used in high school and do that. The Protege is Maggie Q, and she stars as an assassin who has been schooled by Samuel Jackson, who you'll see here. There's Maggie Q, and he sets her out on jobs for her to do, and she, of course, is the best at what she does. But something happens to good old Sam, and she goes on the vengeance trail, and we'll see here in a second. It seems as though she thinks a character, an industrialist played by Michael Keaton, is behind the death of Samuel Jackson, and she sets out to get him. From the trailer, this one looks like a lot of high-octane action, and I'm going to be having an interview with Maggie Q in August, which we'll have closer to the release of this movie, which is August 20th.
Well, if you guys want to catch Chuck's other Zoom interviews, all you have to do is head to CILiving.tv, where we've connected you to his Facebook page, website, and newsletter. And I guess August is the month.
It is.
Head to the theaters, grab that Slurpee and a popcorn. One more time, we'll connect you to Real Talk with Chuck and Pam online at CILiving.tv. Thanks so much.
You bet.